Hey, happy Thursday, August 6th. I just did a video on my budget this week, and I'm really liking how I feel about my money and my budget. I do have debt, never proclaim that I don't, but I do try to pay extra on it. My goal is to pay off PayPal, hopefully in the next couple months, and then to continue to work on the others. I do try to make more than the minimum payment. My minimum payments range from anywhere like $76 to $120 on a monthly basis. So I always try to pay extra. And this month in August, one of the things that I plan to do is with my side hustle money, just throw it at PayPal so it gets paid off sooner and then on to the next card. So how are you doing with your budget for August? I know we just started, so a lot of people are starting their monthly budget, weekly budget with this week's paycheck, which would be like August 7th. I started with last week, July 29th. Because I get paid on Wednesday, my weekly tracking period is Wednesday to Tuesday. So that's why I budget on Wednesday. Last Wednesday was the 29th, so that's why I did it that way. And that's usually how I do it. So I also want to just touch base a little bit with the Budget Mom workbook not coming out this year in October. For those who use the Budget Mom workbook, what are you using for next year? You can actually go on her website and buy the budget workbook, which I considered for half a second. I do like using the Budget Mom. I bought the PDF version of the workbook about 4 years ago, so I still have that PDF file on my desk. So when I add the inserts to my everyday planner, I print it from there. And I also have the Jane's Agenda expense tracker forms. They're just kind of cleaner and they come printed. I like that because it makes my planner just feel more sophisticated. Not that I'm a sophisticated lady, because I'm not. So I use those expense trackers in my everyday planner and try to kind of keep that up as well. But a couple of years ago, I used an Erin Condren 7x9, and that gave me the freedom to really decorate it, plan goals in there, and I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go back and purchase an Erin Condren. I'm kind of waiting for a sale because it would be nice to get it on sale, maybe even like Black Friday, although I kind of want to start using it in October. So I don't know, I need an Erin Condren sale. So I'm putting it out into the universe, so maybe I will get an email from them or something, a code to get it like a little bit off. I don't think they're that expensive. I think they're like around the $40 mark. But certainly if I can get it for like $30 or $35, that would be great. I'm going to get the 7x9 and then I'm going to start using it in October, because I do have one more month left in the budget workbook to use for September. And that way I can just kind of plan it a little differently. Like I said, I can use stickers that I've had for years and get back into like decorative creative budget planner, etc. All right, just talking about money today, and just a quick note, work is doing better. Yesterday was a better day. It was definitely nicer to have no one around, if I can say that out loud, because there's a lot of work to be done, and sometimes when somebody's emailing you about nonsense and everything else, I kind of feel compelled to answer the emails right away and do all these extra stuff that my boss wants me to do. But honestly, I don't have time right now to do them. I'm really trying to focus on what needs to get done. It's the first of the month, so reconciling QuickBooks and payrolls and all that jazz has to get done first, obviously. So, I do, work is going okay. Yesterday. Monday and Tuesday were rough. Yesterday was better. Hopefully today will be good as well. And, just staying on track. I don't know. I've said this almost every day this week, but I do love my job. I don't like that we're pussyfooting around one person, and hopefully in time, although he's been there a while already, but hopefully in time it will get better. And all I can do is do my job to the best of my ability and not get aggravated, not take things personally. That is hard to do. I feel like I do have some loyalty to the company as well. But if another opportunity comes along, I might interview for it. I might not. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Alrighty. Take care. Have a happy Thursday. Bye-bye.